Bit puffed out. Alright, so the idea here is what they had, which I've covered, is that went down from 3/4 to 1/2 inch, went under the concrete there, came out the other side, and when I found it, just in front of the rotary hoe there, behind that plant veggie garden thing, running down here was this black line, but they've okay, so at that first hole there they changed it from 1/2 inch to this black poly, which is superseded and hard to get fittings for, which is this one here, which is now disconnected, and it's not very deep. So I filled my trench back in and started using the rotary hoe to work the ground. So I went 2 or 3 passes, dug it out by hand. It's way wider than I needed to, but it's actually easier than digging 1 shovel width because you can stand in the hole. Anyhow, for the most part it's 300 deep, and the best thing is I know where it is, and knowing's half the battle, because it took a few goes to find that one, because I would have thought they would have done this and then future expansions like I'm going to do. Duct water's going to be changed today. I changed that yesterday, that's what they do overnight. Anyhow, so basically I'm going to go around the corner here, back up to the toilet, plumb the toilet in properly with a tap for the toilet, and a tap there to water the garden with once we get one established, or whatever you use a tap for. It's going to come back to here. I'm going to put a T in there. So I'm not done digging. Got to go shallow into here because this is septic under here, the original septic for the property, which our duck water goes into, which then goes out into soakage and probably feeds this tree. Put a tap in here, or a piece of poly in here, stand it up to on a dropper, and run water in here for the duck water, which we might as well empty while we're here. Bit of string, although it doesn't stop you from getting manky hands, but anyway, that washes off. You know, like whoever owns that joint behind the old Horbury shop, the back fence is knackered, and I can see what's going to happen. Like, we're going to have to go to the council and find out who owns it, and then they're going to give us the full route around and not want to pay anything because it's probably just a tax dodge and no one lives there. And I'm going to end up fixing all this fence myself, which I guess if I do it, I can do what I want then, use what I want, use all second-hand material, bugger them. Anyhow, but eventually, I'm not decided yet. Eventually, I'm going to go across this way, I think, and stick a hose in over at the fence, or tap over at the fence here, I reckon, because we can set up veggie patches and stuff here. And I want to get a gutter on that shed and put another tank in there because that wall is actually sinking on the corner here. And I'll probably want to put a bit more dirt in here actually. After digging that out, I noticed that's loose. So I want to suss into that and see what goes on. Yeah. There's no chance in growing grass because what natural grass that grows here, the chooks and ducks eat, just demolish. The only thing that grows is that burr, well, the Bathurst burr and that prickly bush thing. So yeah, but I want to get another green tank if I can. Well, hopefully I'll be employed again next week full time. Let's just fucking hope. Because I want to piss these off. They were here when we bought the place. They just catch extra water out of that tank, and then I can direct that away from the shed. I can run a hose. It actually runs gravity feeds one of those sprinklers really well. But I want to put a tank here, move that one, or leave it there, either or. And then I can plumb back into here pressure side with a pump. if I want, and there's an isolation point there. Here comes Hugo. You're not dressed yet. You're not dressed for work. Have you lost your shovel? Yeah. Oh, I don't know where you put it. How about you go inside, get dressed, get Mummy to get you dressed, and then you come out, get a shovel, and you help me bury the hose.
Oh, it's my shovel.
That's your little yellow shovel. Where's your blue one? You don't know? The cat's going to get you. You're a cheeky monkey. You can fill it in if you like, Hugo. He's a hard worker. You push it this way. You can cover it with dirt. And yeah, I put it next to the concrete here so that if we ever build on or pull this up, I know where it is. Just basically follows that, and it goes straight for that other pipe with the hubcap on it. The hubcap's just to keep Hugo from dropping tennis balls and stuff in there. So yeah, it's going to go hard against this edge. And then yeah, we just got to be careful in the future. If we go driving droppers in, we don't hit it. I mean, look, if we do, it's not very deep. And, you know, you can easily patch it. But this here, I just thought I'd get this high bit out because I've had the water running on it out of the washing machine. Anyway, I didn't weld that very well, obviously. And I didn't think to weld that backside and grind it off. But the mechanism that holds it all together actually twisted off at the end. I should have seen that coming. I did it in a hurry. It's actually done quite a bit of work. So, I will fix that. And I was always going to weld these together. Like, you know, because I don't plan on ever taking them off. Like ever taking them apart to use just one, like the middle ones. Say that now, you watch, I'll go weld them. And then I'll be cutting them back here to break them apart when I decide to one day run it real narrow. That'll be just what will happen. Anyway. But yeah, because it gets a lot of slop in it, so I am going to tack weld it just at the ends, I think. See if I can put a nice hot tack in there. Weld it all together. I may even weld that. Because what's the worst that's going to happen? It's going to have to come off with this end one. Maybe I won't weld that when I fix it. Because that's essentially the drive. Well, stops it from... Oh no, it's a drive, really. Oh, hang on. No, not really. It's not the drive at all. These are the drive, and the pins in there are the drive off of that, and that's keyed. That gearbox there is keyed. Oops. I don't want to lose that. Because I kind of don't have much of that stuff laying around. Anyway, because these have broom attachments and stuff, so... And as long as I don't lose that keyway out of there, I'll be happy. Yeah, so I didn't get far this morning with this, so I'm not bugger it. It's deep enough, it'll do. Anyhow, I'll probably, look at that, it's stuck into my finger already. Anywho, I should probably put new bushes in here too, because that's part of the issue. It flops around a bit, and then it's just got brass bushes and steel backed rubber seals in here, like lip seals. I think it's only a single lip seal as well. So I don't know whether you go a double lip seal and let one part of the seal cop the abuse. But yeah, it's no point putting the seals in it until you get all the slop out. So, but I mean, it works. You just got to keep filling it with oil when you use it. You having fun? You put some dirt over here. You don't carry the dirt. You just push it across. Straight across. Yeah, on top of the hose. It'll help hold the hose down. Alright, you keep playing. I'll go talk to Mummy. And yeah, I'm still not sure. I've got to dig this, cut this off and dig this out a bit deeper. I won't do that by hand, especially now that that's broken. So that would only take 15 minutes to weld it. But I've got to decide what I'm going to do here. Probably just come up, go that way a bit. I might actually use a right angle or a a riser, we'll see. And I'll come up and I might mount that there and put a proper thing in there. I've got enough second-hand parts. I think I can put a tap inside, like you'd normally see in a toilet. So yeah, there's my roller hose. So yeah. Anyway, yeah, come through the wall, and I mean I might reuse that, but it's not in the right spot. I was thinking about getting one of those nice flexible bits, or making a flexible bit, mounting it properly. And then I've still got to finish this off. It's pretty agricultural, but you know, it's a shit house. So I've got some material to put in there for a door frame, which I'm pretty confident that I can. I kind of fucked up when I did that. I should have put that back to this edge, and then I could have welded the frame up to here. Instead I'm going to have to pull a stunt. Anyway, I'll work it out. Maybe bring the whole frame forward a bit. A door right at the front so that the water hits the edge here and it runs off when it rains from this direction. Oh, this edge here. Maybe I make the door swing out too. It used to swing in. Maybe I make it swing out. Yeah, we'll see. There's the original door there. Kind of hoping maybe to reuse it, but it's been bodged up before. It was like that when I got here. So yeah, I mean it's still usable. Or I could just make a steel one, or I could just fix that timber. Yeah, we'll see. Anywho, I think that'll do. I did have to dig half of that back out because, well, there's one culprit there, and there's some feathered culprits in here that like to, you know, push the dirt back in. Hugo's got my tools before he goes and buries them. What are you doing? You moved my hose. Alright, Khan.